So, welcome everyone to this wonderful session on Java programming language. In this session, I'll explain you how you can read keyboard input in Java programming language. And I'll use Eclipse IDE for writing programs in Java. I'll use Eclipse IDE for writing programs in Java. So, I'll share my screen and I'll start writing the program. So this is my Eclipse ID. Hope it's visible to you. It will take fraction of seconds of time to open the ID, and it's asking me the workspace. Workspace is nothing but the folder where you want to create your Java projects. So I have chosen one workspace. Workspace is just like the directory in which you are going to store all your Java projects. So I'll explain you one program, that is, write a program to read rate and quantity of a product and display the total amount. So we should read rate and quantity from the user. We have to read rate and quantity from the user, and we have to display the total amount. So I'm closing all the projects which are earlier created. Now I'll create my new project. You can have a look. Click on file and you can say new, and then you can choose Java project. Okay, so amount calculation project is the project name I'm giving. Okay, and you can just click on next, and then you can click on finish, and it will ask you like, do you want to create module -info.java for this project? I'll say I don't want to create it. Don't create. You click on don't create because we are not working with modules right now. Okay, and you can see you got a project folder. On the top of the project explorer you can see amount calculation project, and inside this you will see one folder called src and GRE stands for Java runtime environment. So here I'll click on this src folder. src stands for source, so I'll say right click on this source, and then I'll say new, and this time I'll say class, because now I want to create a Java class where I'll be writing the Java code. Okay, so I'm giving the class name as amount. The moment you give the class name, you'll get one warning on the top: use of default package is discouraged. Means I didn't created any package, that's why it's giving this warning. So you can create Java programs without packages also. Okay, so you can leave as it is. Now I need main method functionality, so you can see which method steps would you like to create. It's asking. I said I want to create a main method functionality, so you can tick that checkbox and you can click on finish. You'll see one file got created with the name which contains a class called amount and with the main method functionality. Now the program is to read rate quantity from the user, and then you have to calculate the amount. So I want to read rate in decimals, okay, and quantity in integer. So I'll declare one variable called qty for reading the quantity, and then I'll declare one variable with the name rate, that is of float type, and I'll declare one more variable with the name amount, or you can say AMT, for storing the final result. Okay, now if you want to read data from the keyboard at runtime, then you need to work with a scanner class object. Scanner, and any object name you can give here. So I'll say SC, and you can say new scanner. So here scanner is a ready-made class in Java. Okay, and scanner class contains various methods which can read input from the keyboard. So for this scanner class constructor, we have to pass like from which source it should read the input. So we want to read input from the keyboard. So we have to say system.in. System.in represents the default input device. Now we can observe it is showing an error actually. Is it clear? It's showing an error. So why it is showing error? Because the scanner class is available in a package called util. Okay, and you have not imported that. What you can do is you can just keep this cursor here. Okay, and you can see some suggestions. You can click on this import. So the moment you click on import, automatically you will see import Java.util.Scanner is written. Automatically it got imported. Now, if you're working with Eclipse IDE, instead of writing system.out.println completely, what you can do is you can write sysout, sysout, and you can press Control and spacebar. Automatically, that particular statement will get completed. And here you can say enter quantity. Enter quantity. Okay, and quantity is of integer type. So I'll say quantity equals to sc dot next int. Means the scanner class contains a method called next int for reading the integer values. In the same way, now I want to read the price. So I'll say sysout and I'll press Control and spacebar, and you can see the statement will get completed. Enter. I'll say rate of the product, and rate is in float type because I want to read the rate in decimals. So I'll say rate equals to sc dot, and here you can say next float. Here you can say next float. Now you have taken rate as well as quantity both. So now what you can do is you can calculate the amount. Amount equals to, you can say rate into QTY. The calculation part is done. Variable name is AMT, not amount, sorry. So I'll just change it to AMT. Now again you can say sysout, Control spacebar, and you can say amount is, and you can say plus here, and AMT is the variable name you are printing. Okay. Now you should run this program. Is it clear? And to run this program, you can see the green color button. You just click it and your program will get executed. You can see enter quantity. I'll say 12 items. Then it's saying enter rate, 2 rupees 50 pies. It says total amount is 30 rupees. But have you noticed or not? The moment you have pressed enter key, the control actually is in next line, but I want the control to wait in the same line. Observe here. When you run your program, the control is waiting in the next line here, like quantity, rate, but I want my control to be there in the same line. So we have one more method called print. So you can remove ln and you can use the method like print. Okay. So once you run your program, you can see here, it's asking quantity and the cursor is waiting in the same line. I'll say 12 units. It's asking rate. I'll say 3 rupees 90 pies. Okay. And now you can see the amount is like 46 rupees and 80 pies. Guys, what I want is here, if the user inputs rate as 0 or less than 0, then I want to display an error message and I want to stop the program. So after reading the rate, what you can do is you can use the if condition saying if the rate is less than 0, means See, the rate of the product should be greater than 0 only. But if it is less than 0, means if it is 0 or less than 0, then I want to display an error message and I want to stop the program. So I'll say system dot err dot println. Okay, so I think you might have seen only system.out.println, but Java comes with one more output stream object, that is system.err.println, and I will say here invalid rate. Okay, and I want to terminate the program, and you can terminate the program by using a function called system.exit of 0. So like once you enter the rate like 0 or below 0, then you'll get a message invalid rate and your program will be terminated. You might be wondering that why I have written like ERR. If I write ERR, then this particular message will be displayed in red color, indicating it is an error message. Observe here. It says enter quantity, I'll say 45 units, and it says enter rate, and I'll say rate is like minus 10 rupees, but rate should be greater than 0. As you have given minus 10, it will throw an error message. Observe here. It will throw an error message in red color. I can use system.out.println also, but when you use out the stream, then the message will be displayed in black color. But when you use err.println, then the err object stream will display that particular message in red color. So guys, this is how we can read keyboard input at runtime, and we can do some validations like this also. So this is not end. We can develop n number of programs with n number of requirements. There is a long way to go actually. There is a long way to go. So if you want to know like what is the complete syllabus of Java and how this particular Java syllabus is designed, then I'll share the link of my Java course syllabus. You can check it out below this video. I'll share the direct link of my Java course. So we can see here Java SC Core Java, and we have so many students from different part of the world has enrolled this program, and there are so many people who are working for like MNCs has enrolled into this program, because this program is designed in such a way that it covers everything right from the basics to like complex concepts of Java. You'll see one module like Introduction to Java Programming Language. There are 9 lessons are there, only the introduction part. But I have given like one free preview video, you can just watch it. Then we have like Java environment setup. Then we have like getting started with Java programming. 19 lessons are there. Okay, and the program what I have explained you right now is comes under like sequence programming model. In sequence programming model, we have 21 lessons. Like the example what I have shown you, like this, there are so many programming examples are there, and wherever it is required, there is a quiz time and there is hands-on lab for your practice. And then control statements like 15 lessons, and loops 17 lessons are there. Methods, or we can say functions in Java, 10 lessons. Introduction to arrays like 12 lessons. Command line arguments 6 lessons. Object-oriented concepts, only the introduction part we have 6 lessons, and after that we have started working with the real object-oriented programming in Java, where in one section we have abstraction and encapsulation completely in-depth explained with 21 different lessons with real-time scenarios. And then we have explained inheritance and polymorphism in separate section with 18 lessons we have here. Then abstract classes, abstract methods and interfaces, 16 lessons. Java library, 20 lessons are there, Java library. Exception handling, 13 lessons. Multi-threading, 13 lessons. Okay, and this is how actually the Java is designed. And there are few more concepts like IO package in Java. collections and framework in Java, and swing applications in Java. But they are not available because unless and until you don't complete these 16 sections, then only you'll get the remaining 3 sections here. So this is what the complete Java curriculum is all about. So you can check each and every module, each and every topic from this curriculum, and then you can decide, you can check whether really you have knowledge on all these topics or not. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for attending this session.